have ourselves a breezy, if not outright windy night again across much of the region. Low temperatures falling into the teens with a couple of 20s out there for good measure. Some scattered flurries in a few locations, but the Black Hills still dealing with a winter storm warning even into the day on Tuesday. Speaking of which, breezy again, scattered snow showers, highs in the low to mid 30s, but a lot of cold air on the way for the midweek outlook. We'll talk about that coming up, but until then, First to Four starts right now.
Live from KILOland Media Group. KILOland News, first at 4.
Sioux Falls police are investigating the city's 15th homicide of the year. We have the details straight ahead.
Plus, we have the latest on a shooting that shut down the Empire Mall.
And why some Minneapolis businesses say they're still struggling, even though road construction is done for the season. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. A 30-year-old man is behind bars, charged in connection with the 15th homicide in Sioux Falls this year. Juan Flores is facing a list of charges, including murder and robbery. He's accused of stabbing and killing 39-year-old Alonzo Little early Saturday morning.
According to court documents, the victim's 16-year-old daughter was in the home on the northwest side of Sioux Falls when it happened and heard her father yelling for help. Police say that she called 911, but first responders were unable to save her father. Police say the two men were in a relationship and there was an argument leading up to the stabbing. We'll take a closer look at the case tonight on KILOland News at 5.
We're learning more about the shooting that shut down the Empire Mall and led to an evacuation on Friday. Police confirmed it's possible there were two shooters. 18-year-old Jaden Bingham is behind bars, charged with assault with a deadly weapon. According to court papers, surveillance video shows two people in the mall pull out guns Friday night. Police say one of those people was Bingham, but they're still trying to identify the second person who had a gun, along with a third person who was with them. At this point, investigators believe the shooting stemmed from a situation involving two groups of people. No one was hurt. We'll bring you the latest on the investigation tonight on KILOland News at 6.
Charges are pending against a driver who crashed a few blocks south of Sioux Valley Public School in Volga. Just after 4 o'clock on Saturday morning, the Brookings County Sheriff's Office says that a car was heading east at a high rate of speed when it left the road, rolled onto its side, and then hit a tree in front of a home. 21-year-old Braden Squires had to be rescued from the car and was flown to Sioux Falls. Authorities say that drugs are believed to have been a factor in the crash.
In national news, police say a man in Pennsylvania is being questioned in connection to the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York City. The man was identified as 26-year-old Luigi Mangoin. Sources say he was spotted at a McDonald's by someone who had seen photos of the person of interest in the case. The New York City Police Commissioner says he had a weapon consistent with the gun used in the killing. We'll take a closer look at the case in our next half hour.
All right, right now we're going to get a look at the weather forecast. Sounds like we got a little bit to talk about.
Yeah, and the wind was back today too, Adam.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere, unfortunately. It's going to be breezy for the next couple of days at bare minimum, if not outright windy. The good news is that the wind advisories and high wind warnings that were in place earlier today have been allowed to expire. But the bad news is, like I said, the wind isn't completely going away. On live Doppler radar, much of the region is quiet, but then you take a look over at the Black Hills, and they are still dealing with snow at this hour and will continue to do so for a little while. You get that terrain-driven effect to help keep that snow machine on out in the central and northern Black Hills. Meanwhile, here at Falls Park, it's not a bad evening. 31 your air temperature. Again, not bad for this time of year. But then you have that northwest wind at 24 miles per hour. That does put the wind chill a decent bit below that. We've also had a good amount of cloud cover for a better part of the day as well. From east to west, and yeah, there's the snow in Deadwood. They're trying their best to keep that road clear, but as long as that snow continues to come down and then the wind whips it around, it is going to be a bit of a struggle. So if you must be out and about in the central and northern Black Hills, please exercise caution. Otherwise, if you can stay at home, just do that. We're at 28 in Spearfish, 26 for Custer, 32 in Pine Ridge, as well as Phillip, Valentine, Winter, Chamberlain, Huron, and Mitchell. with some 20s up from Sisseton to Brookings. Over into Ortonville as well, they're at 27. Now, these are sustained winds that you're seeing right here. These are anywhere from 15 to 25 miles per hour, predominantly out of the northwest, and that's really bringing in a lot of that cold air that we're going to be keeping an eye on later. Winter storm warning remaining in effect until 5 a.m. Mountain Time Wednesday for the central and northern Black Hills, including the likes of Mystic, Deerfield, Lead, Deadwood, and Brownsville as well. As we'll see several additional inches of accumulation that we are going to have to deal with on top of what we've already seen. Tomorrow, highs in the 20s and 30s for southeastern and northeastern KILOLAND, but that colder air starts to lurk up to the north and west. We'll talk about just how cold it'll get as we head through the hour.
Thank you, Adam. Work on Hennepin and First Avenues may be done in northeast Minneapolis, but businesses say their struggles continue. The project added bike lanes, safer crossings, and transit priority lanes, but not customers. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield talked with business owners who are hurting.
It's a familiar sight in Minnesota. Lengthy construction season spanning months at a time. Known all too well by residents and business owners in northeast Minneapolis.
So my wife would be here every day, and then she'd post a picture of some big massive machine tearing up all the concrete out front.
For Rich Horton, co-owner of Relish, it's been a struggle.
Well, it seemed like we were kind of on an upward trajectory, and then all of a sudden it kind of just flattened out and started to drop a little bit.
Construction in the neighborhood began in April.
It was about a 6-month process, it seemed, in the whole neighborhood, where it hit us harder the last 2.5, 3 months.
Morgan Foley took over as general manager at the Rusty Taco right as construction season started.
So it really was not good for us at all.
Like many other businesses in the area, projected sales were down.
We never hit our summer sales, so we lost a lot of money because of the construction.
And just around the corner, another season of construction will begin in Northeast next spring.
They told us it was going to be 2 years, and it's only been a year so far, and I'm assuming that it's going to start back up, so it's very frustrating.
Staying positive is all these business owners can do for now.
Our patio used to be right by the road, so now it's going to have a little bit of bump out, so it just be the bike lane there, so that'll be a little better for us.
And spread the message that
just get out to your local businesses and just to support the neighborhoods.
In northeast Minneapolis, with photojournalist Ray Campos, Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, WCCO News.
Hennepin County leaders say the major portion of construction is wrapped up, but they'll still be finishing parts of the project next year.
Coming up after the break.